NicknLex here.
Hey everyone!
How is it going? So tonight we're super excited. This is for Ian, our raffle winner of this month. And yeah, when you win the raffle, when you're a member of our Patreon.
Of the tiers La Familia and Casa Nostra.
Exactly. When you win, you get a marathon, and he chose one, and boy, are we happy with his decision.
Very happy.
We're going to do some Rush today. We haven't done Rush in forever.
Way too
We're going to do some Pink Floyd we've never heard, because we've pretty much heard everything Pink Floyd has ever done, minus the first 5 albums, which is, I know, a lot. But while we're getting that, no, we did the first album, and but we've never heard more. We've never heard Obscured by Clouds, which is the one before Dark Side of the Moon. We're gonna get there. We're gonna do the full albums on Patreon, and we're gonna do some Queen. I mean, this is almost like a gift. We gave him a gift, and he gave us a gift in return.
I love
with this amazing selection, right?
I totally agree. I was just as excited when I saw Ian's picks, and thank you, Ian, for being a Patreon member, for your support, and this is our way to give you guys a little bit back.
And I think he's newer, right? Or is he older?
Oh,
I mean, he's never won before.
He's never won, that's for sure.
That's so cool.
So we're gonna do Anthem by Fly By Night.
Second album of Rush, the entrance, right, of Neil Peart.
That's correct.
Amazing.
And we've done, I think,
we've done
1 or 2.
We've done Fly By Night
and By Tour. I'm pretty sure we did By Tour.
Yes.
So I'm very excited. 1975. Then Green is the Color by the album More,
which I think we know is a soundtrack to a movie.
That's what you said. Yeah, 1969. Free 4 by Obscured by Clouds, 1972.
Wow, 1 year before Dark Side.
Yes.
And then Queen.
Innuendo from the album Innuendo, 1991. First song of the album. Very excited
that's the first 90s Queen we've ever done.
Yep,
right?
I know. I'm so happy about this. Thank you, Ian. Thank you for this gift. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here. Let's get started, and I'm so happy.
I'm so happy. Rush, Floyd, and Queen.
Yes.
I mean, proggier, it doesn't get any proggier than this.
I know.
Right?
And if you guys are original Rush family members of ours, back when we watched
Roll the Bones.
Yeah.
Oh, Ghost of a Chance. What was our first reaction?
Ghost of a Chance, yeah. But back when we even listened to 2112 live with you guys, just shout out to you if you've been with us for that long, because that means a lot to us. Yeah. That's from our beginnings, and we're so happy. So
our humble beginnings.
Yes. Let's get started with Anthem.
There we go. Let's go. Rush.
Yes.
First track.
First song.
Rush. Wow.
Know your place in life is where you want to be. God, let them tell you that you owe it all to me. Keep on looking forward, no use in looking round. Hold your head above the crowd, it won't bring you down. Anthem of the heart and anthem of the mind. A funeral dirge for those not blind. We marveled after those who saw us. Wonders in the world.
Perfect. Yes.
Live for yourself. There's no one else.
Okay, please let's. I think I've heard this before. It sounds very familiar. That just because the way he's singing that.
Yeah, I checked it, and we had not done this on the channel before because I checked it.
Not even in a marathon, like check. And wow, maybe I've heard it somewhere else.
Yeah, because
it could be. Remember that movie, Fanboys?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Where they only listen to Rush the entire movie. These guys are like Star Wars freaks, and they have their like van which has an R2D2 on the top, and the only music they listen to in this van Rush. That's all. So I think maybe there in that movie, because it just is familiar.
I know, and especially that drum break just sounded so familiar.
Yeah,
but
you too.
Yeah,
that's crazy too. So it's not just me,
Yeah, we did we did By Tour and the Snow Dog, Fly By Night,
but we didn't do Anthem.
We didn't do Anthem. You did In the End by this album, but I think we know this song from
somewhere.
Not on the channel.
Not on the channel, right. Yeah. Okay, I just want to make it clear, because if I hear something and it sounds familiar, I just like, I want to be honest. So it just sounds, I love the song. I love Geddy here. Like his voice is top, like top tier,
Very fresh.
Alex, shredding, and it's just like, it's the entrance of Neil, which marked, I love the first drummer, amazing guy as well. But I think like Neil just like brought the band up into a different stratosphere because it's so complex,
and you can hear it. The drumming is very, very good. It's
so crazy.
It's there, and it's very live.
Yeah, I would have been like in ecstasy. Like I have a band, and then suddenly, like unfortunately, I lose one drummer, but I gain this other drummer who is like on this level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's keep going.
Very, very
wonderful.
Cool.
I love the heaviness. I love the breaks, the progginess.
Me too.
It's great stuff. Let's go.
I agree.
Wow, that ending, da-da-da-da, almost like Iron Maiden. I'm sure Iron Maiden was very inspired by Rush, Did you hear that shredding? I mean, that guy was on a different level. Even all the guys that I like, you know, at 75, maybe Aldi Meola was on this level, which crazy. But I love when they asked, like, even Van Halen, hey, you know, how does it feel to be one of the best? And then he said, well, ask Alex Lifeson, you know, because
I love that response.
but he knows, because this guy is a different breed, you know.
Absolutely.
This guy is super melodic. He's fast. He's clean. He's just good. You know,
He is.
Just amazing for the time.
Really is.
You know?
And he's also sellable. You know, it's
Yes.
very
It is kind of
agreeable
commercial.
to a lot of people,
Yeah.
but it's still very,
And
very
he's
good and
such
complex.
a sweetheart of
Yes,
a
I
man.
know.
When he went, like, on this video on YouTube, he went to a Guitar Center, and this guy lost it. He's like, "You're Alex Lifeson." He's like, "Yeah, sure, yes, I am."
Oh, that's
You know,
adorable.
and then he's like, "Hey, so would you mind if I try some guitars?" And it's just a adorable video. This really cool guy, very
Yeah.
down to earth. I
Oh,
think I
that's
love
sweet.
Rush for just being so simple, and they were not the typical rock stars. You know, they were like,
yes.
after the show they went to bed instead of partying.
I
you
know.
and-
And that's why I also admire Getty so much, you know, because you hear that voice come in at the same time that the bass comes in,
But
and it's
doing
like,
all this-
oh my Lord.
I know. I was thinking
It's
that.
so complex what he's doing. How is he even able to do anything else?
Yeah, because the lines he's playing is.
He's always all over the place. It's amazing.
He's very virtuoso on the bass while singing. It's just insane. And then he plays the pads on the bottom, you know, for the keyboard.
so crazy.
Just insane. So yeah, just a win. You
Wow.
know, every time we listen to Rush, it's like the gift that keeps on giving. You know,
Yes.
this band.
Yes, it
we
is.
haven't really made it to the 80s and 90s too far because there's so much albums.
Exactly.
You know? But yeah. So now another one of our favorite bands. You know, this is the band that almost brought us together. You could say we were sitting together in a car, not knowing each other. And
No, I mean, we were with friends. We knew.
yeah,
of each
but it was
other.
like, hey, Alexia, hi.
Yeah.
You know, like we didn't get past that. And then one day they put on Pink Floyd and we're both singing the lyrics and we were like the only ones who knew them.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then I was like, she knows the lyrics.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a great icebreaker and obviously a thing to talk about.
Yes.
So Pink Floyd has always been in our conversations ever since.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one we haven't heard. Remember the guy in Florida, one of our neighbors had a friend and he would come over and he said, this is my
Caleb.
favorite album.
Yeah.
Caleb.
Yeah.
So let's hear.
I'm excited. And more, whenever you say, oh, it's the soundtrack to a movie, I always think, I want to watch that movie.
Yes.
You know, so it would be
I've
fun.
never seen it anywhere. Like, what movie is this?
I don't know. You guys have to tell us. I don't
Yeah.
know. I've never done my research on it, and it's just a Google search away.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I know.
you guys let us know. And yeah, this will definitely.
This is already the original lineup. David Gilmour, Roger Waters, Richard Wright, and Nick Mason. So let's see what they got.
I'm
you know.
excited.
Let's go.
Thank you, Ian, for including some of this.
Yes.
Ooh.
Acoustic guitar. Man.
Heavy hung a canopy of blue. Shade my eyes and I
David.
can see you. White is the light that shines through the dress
David.
Is it?
you wore.
It's very high.
It's very high.
She lay in the shadow of her wave.
Sam.
Hazy were the visions of her plain. Sunlight on her eyes, but moonshine made her blind every time. Green is the color
accent.
Quickness of the eye deceives the mind. Envy is the bond between the hopeful and the damned.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Beautiful David Gilmour. And I said original lineup. I didn't mean to. I know the original lineup was Sid Barrett and the boys, and then David replaced Sid. And there's one song we'll do soon where they're all five of them together.
Set the controls
To the
for the Heart of the Sun.
Heart of the Sun. That's the only song where all five of them are together. But what a beautiful voice here by David. It reminds me of Nick Drake.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
This music.
I for a second thought, is this someone else singing,
Yeah, no,
like a
it's David.
guest, or
It's
wow,
David,
I've never
very
heard
high,
him do that.
But he has the way he kind of whispers the words when he finishes. That is very David Gilmour,
Yeah.
very soft-spoken man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him. Is that the TV? Oh my Marley!
Marley turned on
Yeah,
the TV.
he does that all the time. It's weird. Let's just keep going because they won't be able to hear it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, give us 1 second.
Okay.
All right, so I fixed the TV and gave Marley, I told him, no touching the remote, okay? No, he does it honestly.
always
He's an
lands on
artist.
it.
He's an artist of changing channels, turning on the TV, turning off the TV.
Yes.
He's an artist.
Amazing.
But, well, back to the song. The thing about Pink Floyd, we started Pink Floyd, I guess both of us, with Dark Side, or Wish You Were Here. I think Dark Side and then
For
Wish
me,
You
it
Were
was
Here.
The Wall.
I mean, yes, we've always been in that realm. The Wall, Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, but we've never gone back, and I know why that happened. For me, it happened. I bought the CD called Works,
Okay.
and it's like a compilation of stuff, but it's early stuff,
Okay.
and it was just bizarre, and it had that one with the furry animals and
Okay.
Arnold Lane.
Okay.
I drive a bicycle, da 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 da, and I was like, okay, this is not.
I've got a bike, you can
ride
ride
it
it if you like.
Yeah. All that stuff, and I was just like, it's just like not hitting me as hard as Animals and Dark Side of the Moon and No Momentary Lapse of Reason. I was like, it sounds so old.
Yeah.
So that's why I never went back, but now I'm interested. This sounded amazing.
This was
it was
wonderful.
very acoustic.
Yeah.
It wasn't as psychedelic, but it was fine.
It was a nice little ballad, a nice soothing time, and I loved the percussions there, like very minimal, like,
I know. Yeah.
And
is there a reason that you never went back to listen to those first
I think I felt the same way. Honestly, I don't know how I came across those couple songs. Maybe I also had Works. I don't know, but I was very much into downloading individual songs in Mexico. And I don't know. I think I just would search Pink Floyd and it would just come up with a bunch of stuff, and whatever interests me, I would randomly click and download. That's what I always did. It was always by the name. So I don't know. But once I knew
Did you ever hear them in order though?
Never in order. Never in order.
Oh my god, that must have been horrible because The Wall, if you don't hear it in order, it's
The Wall. I heard in order, but I did hear a couple of individual songs first, and I believe I actually maybe watched the movie before I listened to the full album.
Then you
So I believe I did listen to that in full, but
because I mean Dark Side is doable like without not being in order.
Yeah,
it's like that shuffle, the whole shuffle generation is just bizarre.
I was
when
there.
it comes, you were there. Yeah, I never had the iPod shuffle. Like
I didn't have the shuffle, but I had like the Nano, and I would usually just keep that in my pocket.
That doesn't have a screen.
It had a very small screen.
Oh, it did have
very very small, and it, but it was just so small that I would just always have it in my pocket at school. Everyone had that one. Everyone in my class.
In school.
In school.
You guys are so lucky.
Yeah, and we would just like hide it behind our hair, you know, and pretend like we were listening. It's bad. It was bad.
Couldn't get away with that. We couldn't have hats on. We were in the same school, by the way.
But no hats were needed as a girl, you know.
And now with these new headphones that you don't even see,
oh my god,
even people
worse,
get away with a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like their exam in their headphones. But I think nowadays people check, their teachers check. Like, okay, show me your ears.
Yeah. Like, hey everyone, you know. I don't know. But yeah, I loved this song, and I'm so intrigued to do this album.
We already have it planned. We're gonna listen to we're gonna do. So we did the first album. It's on Patreon. We did The Wall. We redid The Wall, Animals, and Dark Side of the Moon. But we will do. Let's go back here real quick. And it's not even that many, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is all new.
So we did The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. We are planning to do A Source Full of Secrets.
And then
more. And then Omagama.
Adam Hart Mother. Relics?
Relics is a compilation album.
Okay, then Metal. Obscured by Clouds, which we're gonna listen to right now, a song, and then Dark Side. And I think we've never listened to The Endless River.
No, we have not.
That would be a trip, huh?
That would also. The rest of them I know. The Final Cut, Division Bell, but a collection. Oh, that's also a compilation. Yeah.
So
Wish You Were Here, but we can still do them. We like to do re-listens.
I would love to do the Division Bell with you.
I would love that as well. And Delicate Sound.
That's a live album.
Oh, okay. Okay. I've always seen that cover, and I never knew. Yeah. It was alive.
Yeah, I remember buying that cassette, and I had it on cassette.
I had a momentary lapse of reason on cassette, and I would play it in my '88 Oldsmobile that I would drive around. That was my first car.
There's a whole video how they did that photograph with the beds.
Yes,
that's real.
I remember.
That's not AI.
I remember that we saw that.
Or CGI. I love that. I love the fact that it's real.
I know. You know? It was a big thing. I remember. But yes, I'm having so much fun. Thank you so much. Now we get to listen to Obscured by Clouds song. And it's going to be Free 4. Thank you.
All right, here we go. Excited. Thank you so much, Ian.
1, 2, 3, 4. Memories of a man in his old age are the deeds of a man in his prime.
Sounds like the Beatles.
It does.
You shuffle in the gloom of the sick room, and talk to yourself as you die. And life is a short, warm moment, and death is a long, cold rest. Get your chance to try in the twinkling of an eye. 80 years without or even less. So all aboard for the American tour, and maybe you'll make it to the top.
Wow.
But mind how you go, and I can tell you 'cause I know you may find it hard to get off.
That's what I'm telling you. I love this, but I love
Mm-hmm.
it now because now I can see bands for what they were and what they came later with Genesis and just so many music, so
Yeah.
much music that we've listened to. Now I can appreciate it. Back in the day, I would have been like, this sounds like a folk song.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, which it is, but it's
Mhm.
good. It's Roger Waters acoustic.
Mhm.
It's a fun sound and bam,
Yeah.
Richard Wright, you
Yeah.
know, and then David has his solo. It gets a little bit
That
heavy,
solo was
but it's
very,
just like
very
that
good.
kind of stuff. Back in the day, I would have been like, I want to hear "Shine on You, Crazy
Me
Diamond."
too.
I want to be
I agree.
immersed. I want to get stoned, you know, and be in a different universe.
Yes.
And this is like, what is this? You know,
Mhm.
back in the day, I would have thought. Now I can accept it for what it is
Absolutely.
because we grow musically, like we accept other music.
Yes.
And so now I'm like, I can't wait to listen to all the older stuff, you know. But this is I love it, you
I
know?
agree.
It's
I love
really-
it too. But I would have felt the same way. I was not I maybe would have I don't know. I
Because
listened
how
to
do you
such a
categorize?
variety
How
of
do you carry
music.
So what when you listen to this, what do you think? If you wouldn't know that it's Pink Floyd, it sounds very folky.
Like
sounds-
like British pop invasion.
It sounded
or
like
whatever.
the Beatles a
Yeah.
little bit, just
Yeah,
a
yeah,
hint,
yeah.
you know, like
Mhm.
early Beatles.
Just chipper, happy, you know,
Right.
and yeah, acoustic-y
Yeah,
kind of.
It's not psychedelic.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
exactly.
It doesn't have that psychedelic element. But it's and that's crazy. This is the album before Dark Side of the Moon. So they already had the idea of these songs in their minds, kind of like brewing, right? Like, oh, let's release like this really trippy album.
Yes, yes.
Which is like, but I can't wait to listen to the whole thing. I don't think that the whole album is this style.
I don't either. I'm sure it's because metal is already also a little bit of a mix. It's got different styles in there, and so I'm sure it's obscured by clouds. Is
Yeah.
going
Amazing. Like these covers, like especially A Source Full of Secrets, Metal, and Obscured by Clouds, I think they were the same artist. They have these really bizarre, you don't really know what you're looking at, right? I like
You're
that.
right. And even more too, but different
And then
style.
they came out, like, today I told Alexia, I was like, I can't wait to listen to the album with the cow on it. I don't know what it
I'm so
is,
curious
but I'm just
about it,
curious
too.
about what's on there.
But we have to.
Yeah, we're gonna go by.
Let's
by
go in order.
release.
Let's go in
Yeah.
order.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go back.
Let's keep going.
Master of foxhounds, and who says the hunt has begun? Who calls the tune in the courtroom, and who beats the funeral drum? The memories of a man in his old age are the deeds of a man in his prime. Shuffle in the gloom of the sick room and talk to yourself as you die.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah, very, very, very.
I could hear in that solo a little bit of Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
the wall. I mean, this is insane because this is like their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7th album. But David Gilmour, I don't know, he kind of morphed into like this, like incredible, like communicator of like feeling.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he literally now, when I listen to David Gilmour, like in his later stuff, like it's so amazing how he plays. Like everything, every note that he plays is about saying something.
It has an intention.
Yeah, and it's delivery and the bends he does, double, triple. You know, you've seen when I do it, how I end up, you know, almost bleeding to death. And then you have to pull it up without bursting strings, and it's an art form to play like him. And I'm very happy that I got to play the dog solo. Way I still get compliments to this day of people like, you nailed that solo, literally like David Gilmour. Check it out in the on the channel. But it's just like, yeah, he is literally amongst the greatest
He's
ever.
Amazing. And like I said, I could hear, if you would have just played me that solo, I would have said,
you would have known it's him.
Yeah.
It's like Knopfler. When you hear Mark Knopfler, you're like, that's Mark Knopfler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great song. Absolutely got me excited to listen to this album as well. So thank you
also
so
more
much.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. More is closer definitely than this one. But now we get to listen to a Queen album that
from the 90s.
I've never
Is
heard.
that like Radio Gaga stuff? You know, time.
I don't know when Radio Gaga was.
Was that in the 80s?
I have no idea.
I don't think so though, because 91, is this her last album? Let's check.
Okay.
Just for, you know, for giggles. Innuendo. Yeah, this is their last
what
album.
About
because
Made in
Wembley.
Heaven?
Oh wait, but like I'm talking about studio album.
Yeah, that one looks like a studio album. It says deluxe remastered version.
But this is like live, no?
Oh, Made in Heaven. I don't
well,
know.
you let us know. I know,
Say
like
live.
Alexis said, you said it perfectly. It's only a click away, a Google click away.
Exactly.
But
we like to learn from you guys. But
yeah.
Innuendo, I've never even seen this cover before. It's
Me
just
neither.
so, well, a lot of these covers I honestly haven't seen either. A Kind of Magic, Hot Space. I've never even...
No, like we
know so little about Queen. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, yeah, it is embarrassing. But the only album that I ever had, and I thought I had it all. I had it all. No, I want it all. Was the Best Of, and that was like, I think I've heard the best of Queen. It can't get better.
Mm-hmm.
And
then, the one with the black and like.
It has like a, I don't know, like
in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black and red.
I've heard
it's
that.
It's not
too.
on here for some reason. It's not on here, like the cover, but it says the Best of Queen.
Yes.
And that had Bohemian Rhapsody and
I had that too.
Fat Bottom Girls and Bicycle.
Yeah.
And then
we did A Night at the Opera.
And then I was like, oh my God, Queen was literally prog, you know, like
so
progressive.
Crazy.
And they're really heavy too.
And that one was 75. And the one that we're doing
91
is 91. Yeah. Okay.
It's crazy.
Well, I'm very excited. Thank you so much, Ian, for including this in here. I don't know. It's this so far. These 3 songs have felt like great together.
Great.
You know?
And I'm sure this one is gonna like.
I'm excited.
Yeah, let's go.
sea and meet the land.
Yeah, it's Freddie.
While there's the wind and the stars and the rainbow, till the mountains crumble into the plain. Oh, yes, we'll keep on trying. Tread that fine line. Oh, we'll keep on trying. Yeah, just passing our time. While we live according to race, color, or creed, while we rule by blind madness and pure greed, our lives dictated by tradition, superstition, false religion, through the hours and on.
Sounds like Led Zeppelin.
Yes, we'll keep on trying. We'll tread that fine line. Oh, we'll keep on trying till the end of time. Till the end of time.
Wow.
Wow. This is like
This
I
is
can
a
all.
shocking surprise.
This is like so like serious, and we've obviously, because we're always this way, we have not paid attention to the lyrics. But look, this is very serious stuff. Talking about
yeah.
color and creed and blind madness and tradition, superstition, and false religion. So we always listen to the lyrics later. We can't listen to the lyrics while we react. It's such a bombastic
Yeah.
like
track.
Queen.
Yeah.
Like it's very serious. It sounds a little bit like Led Zeppelin's Kashmir.
It does.
It has that
heavy.
it's like heavy on your soul. Like and I'm sure the lyrics are pretty strong. So sorry if we're not paying, because you can't expect from a human being, maybe some of them can, but like to take everything in plus the lyrics plus know what the hell is going on. It's just like it's a reaction really to one thing, and that's the music.
That's
So
right.
just wanted to get that out of the way, because there's a lot of people who are like, well, you didn't pay attention to the lyrics. Like, come on, you've heard the song 200
That's
times,
right. Yes.
So, I mean, just the sound. I love the sound. I love the heaviness. I love, it's like not like funny or cheesy. And because some of their songs are very humorous, there's a lot of humor injected, and and then and what do you
This definitely
feel?
has a more serious note to
Totally.
it, and very full of power, like
The Wall,
exactly.
Like-
or
like In the Flesh, like that kind of deal,
or even like Metallica, like
Well, it's not like-
hey, but not metal, but just it has
it is definitely a rock.
it's on the heavier side, of rock. It's
I mean,
very
it's-
surprising to what I thought we were going to be listening
I
to
know,
right
because
now. Was not
I think we're
expecting
more
this.
used to like listening to 70s Queen,
Mm-hmm.
like Fat Bottom Girls.
Yes.
And
And it's amazing that it Freddie and everyone has such different styles, and
I know. I didn't
had
even
no
know,
idea.
we're not really well versed on Queen, so I don't even know when Freddie Mercury died, to be
Yeah.
honest. I don't know what year.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but I think it was in the 90s, in the late 90s. And so we figured it out. It's the album before the last.
Okay.
So the last one was 1995. So, but yeah, I think obviously the times were a little bit, Desert Storm was happening, all this stuff. So I don't know, it's a little bit heavier.
Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel
Like, remember when we listened to 90s Rush, when we were like, wow, this sounds a little bit different.
Yes, it does.
So it's, I guess, that same, like, Whoa.
But I like it. I'm enjoying it very much, and I think it goes perfectly with how this marathon started with Anthem, you know, and I'm just very pleased. So
Me too,
thank you,
me
Ian,
too.
for this.
So we're gonna leave the lyrics on just to know at least what's going on, but I rather don't, but I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Oh, 1 second. This was such a beautiful transition.
Yeah.
Let's not ruin it.
Okay, good. Thank you. Oof.
Through the sorrow, all through our splendor. Don't take offense at my innuendo.
Wow.
Oh my.
Hey!
Was that you? Oh. Like, oh. Brian May.
You can't be anything you want to be. Just turn yourself into anything you think that you could ever be. Be free with your tempo. Be free, be free. Surrender your ego. Be free to yourself.
Sounds like Iron Maiden.
If there's a God or any kind of justice under the sky, if there's a point, if there's a reason to live or die,
Wow.
if there's an answer to the questions we feel bound to ask, show yourself, destroy our fears, release your mask. Oh, yes, we'll keep on trying. Hey, tread that fine line. Yeah, keep on smiling. Yeah, and whatever will be, will be. Just keep on trying till the end of time. Till the end of time. Till the end of time.
What
That
a
was
track.
so good.
Unexpected.
So many changes in there that I was not expecting to hear.
I
when
mean,
the
we could
song
literally
started.
add this to
My goodness.
Lee requested a marathon with Middle Eastern influences.
I heard that too.
Totally. Like, and I loved like when we stopped talking, that little intro, the classical guitar turned to the flamenco.
Yes.
Then it turned to like very operatic, and then it became like literally Iron Maiden.
I know.
Like literally,
Oh,
like
my
if, and then also because in 1991 Iron Maiden wasn't doing so well. Like they were just like they recorded like I think their weakest album in 1989, and then in 1993 I think Bruce Dickinson left for the same reason. It was just not there anymore. I wish not like Iron Maiden would have sounded like this in 91.
Yeah.
Amazing this album. Like I mean this track alone, I can't wait to listen to more.
I'm so grateful that we got this opportunity to listen to this song and together, yes. And with all of you, I'm very curious to listen to the rest of this album. You know, my curiosity has been scratched. Yes. I'm very grateful to Ian, and I enjoyed this very
Let's
very
hope he wins again
throughout. Yes, and throughout all of the changes of the song, I was just so engaged and surprised. You know, it never lost my attention. It did not feel like a 6-minute song.
No,
at all.
No.
You know, it went by very quickly, but at the same time had so many pieces to only be 6 minutes. So I was
very, very proggy, very, very good. I mean, Freddie Mercury was one of the most talented singers in this life, in the history, you know.
I agree.
A huge loss, of course. Like I can only imagine what would have been if he was still alive today, you know.
I know.
Like
I agree.
Like I mean we just did a full reaction to the Beach Boys and they're still playing, so imagine Queens would still be around, you know.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Wow.
Thank you guys so much for watching this with us. Thank you to everyone who
actually they are around. I'm being such an idiot. They have, you know, the guy who won I think what Britain Got Talent, he became the singer, so they are actually playing, but without Freddie, you know, which is not the same.
It's not for sure. Yeah,
I guess you let us know. Have you ever been to a Queen concert with? I think his name is. He has a very memorable name, like the vocalist, the Queen vocalist. He has his eyes always painted. Like with black eyeliner. You don't know this guy?
I don't think so.
No.
Doesn't ring up. We can look it up.
Yeah, look him up just to, you know, to talk about. His name is here. It says in the vocals.
Current members: Roger Taylor, Brian May.
Oh, okay. Adam Lambert.
Oh, okay.
You know him?
No.
Like, click on a picture. I guess he's not with the band anymore. That's kind of... So then, right now on standby?
So, yeah, I don't know. Because it says... Oh, there. Adam Lambert.
I think you're going to recognize him. Look. No?
I don't recognize him now. Is he, like, younger?
Yeah. He won America's Got Talent or Britain Got Talent.
Okay.
Doesn't it say here?
American Idol.
American Idol. And he got the role of Freddie. Like, it's amazing, you know?
I see.
I'm sure he's a great singer. And we also, we also were thinking of maybe, like, if you guys, we wanted your opinion on it, you know, we were going to start reacting to that kind of show.
Oh, you know? Yeah. Like performances on American Idol.
Because I think it's going to be amazing to watch.
They're fun. They're very obviously engaging and emotional, and those are the kinds of things we like. And
it's like bad because every video that I've ever watched of American Idol, I always cry. Yeah, because it's very sentimental stuff.
Yes, I know. So. When I was younger, my dad and I would watch it, and I was always very invested, you know, in who was going to stay and who was going to go. And same as you, every episode I was bawling, and it was so hard to just like hold it
because you kind of like you get invested with these people, you care about them. Oh, I can't.
Yeah. But thank you, Ian. This was an amazing marathon. Thank you all so much for being here with us, for enjoying it with us. And if you liked the video, liked the songs that we did, and want to see more, please like, subscribe. We would love to see you all in the next one.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.